And tonight we continue our year in review, talking about the impact tariffs had on farming this year. Iowa farmers finding themselves caught in the middle of a high-stakes trade war with China. Ron Steele has more tonight.
Well, the main issue in the U.S.-China trade war isn't farming. Iowa farmers and consumers have been collateral damage in an effort to protect the intellectual property rights of American companies. And Iowa farmers faced a challenging 2019, as we heard from several farm experts on our recent KWWL 1-hour farm special. Production costs, late planting, and a late harvest were just some of the other challenging factors. And then there's China's retaliatory tariffs on U.S. American ag products like pork and soybeans. It all hit too close to home for area farmers like Peter Schneider. A familiar late harvest scene recently in a farm field near Waterloo, as a combine brings in the final acres of this year's soybean crop for Schneider Farms.
You know, it's a family farm, and it's been in our family for around 150 years. So right now we're currently a mixture between row crops, corn and soybeans, and then hogs.
Farming has always been a big part of life for 34-year-old Blackhawk County farmer Peter Schneider. And just as Peter grew up around farming, his wife and children now enjoy the same surroundings on the Schneider family farm just south of Waterloo. And here, the KWWL drone hovers over some of the more than 4,000 acres of this large independent operation.
Our farm's around 1,200 sows, and then we'll finish out somewhere around 25,000 head of market hogs each year. We're going to be somewhere around 4,000 acres to 4,500 acres worth of row crop farming. In terms of the tariffs right now, if we didn't have those tariffs in place, we could be looking at maybe a record year in terms of profitability and in terms of being able to, again, continue to make it a viable operation for years to come. It'd be great if the tariffs would go away tomorrow.
As the trade war lingers on, the Schneiders will just do what they do, keep working every day. They'll finish out these pigs and sell them to either Tyson in Waterloo or JBS in Marshalltown.
It's certainly hard to be comfortable. I guess that's a good way to put it, in the sense that with some of the trade wars that we're in right now, with the renegotiation of the NAFTA agreement or the USMCA, there's a lot of uncertainty as to what the markets are going to look like for us, and the markets are definitely showing that right now the price for hogs on our end of the world is somewhere around break even, versus if we look at the price in China today, they're making hundreds of dollars per head of, that they sell because of the African swine fever disease that they had there and the lack of pork.
Well, thanks to Blackhawk County farmer Dr. Peter Schneider for his insight. Peter is an area veterinarian, so is his wife here in Blackhawk County. You know, 2020 does have some potential for Iowa farmers. They hope to get some much needed help from the international markets with a continued expansion in China if the U.S.-China trade war doesn't worsen. I'm Ron Steele, News 7, KWWL.
And for the year, tariffs on Chinese imports will cost the average American family an extra $831 in personal costs, according to new projections from researchers at the Federal Reserve Bank.